Sometimes pets like Sunny will have an emergency, and it's frequently not between 9 and 5. That's why hospitals like Eve Pet Hospital in Mesa exist. I want to talk about the most common emergencies that you see for dogs and cats. But first, tell me a little bit about Eve Pet Hospital.
So Eve Pet Hospital is a 24/7 emergency dog and cat hospital. We're the only privately owned emergency pet hospital in the area. We wanted to bring that family vet value of your mom and pop vaccine shops to the emergency department.
You've been open for about a year, and I was surprised to find that you guys are the only privately owned pet hospital in the valley.
Yeah, so you'll see a lot of general practices, the place you get vaccines and spades and neuters, are owned by the doctors who work there. But most of the emergency hospitals are owned by these big corporations kind of pushing their way into veterinary medicine. So we wanted to bring back that doctor who is the person treating your pet is actually making the medical decisions about your pet as well. Eve is meant to be that stepping stone for you when your regular vet is closed on the weekends or at night when you can't get to your regular vet. Then you still have a place to go that does still have that personal touch and doesn't feel like a corporation is trying to gouge you.
Yes, because that's not a good feeling when you're already so stressed about your animal. Now you have to wonder, like, am I being gouged? Does my pet really need these treatments or services? And we should say you guys do blood work. You guys have a pharmacy. You have x-rays. That's all in-house. Let's talk about the most common emergencies that you see, first starting with dogs.
So the most common would be GI upset, so vomiting and diarrhea. Dogs are known for eating things that they shouldn't, picking stuff up on walks or chewing up their toys. So in an emergency, your pet might have eaten something that they can't digest and it's stuck. They might need surgery. Or they could have eaten something toxic. Things that we have around our house: onions, grapes, raisins, chocolate. If your pet has ingested something you don't think is good for them, you can call us 24/7, 480-919-VETS, and we'll let you know if that is something that is potentially harmful to your pet. You can bring them in 24/7, get them evaluated. If we're looking for a toy, say, we can take x-rays. If we're looking for an illness, we can do blood work right here in-house. We are there for you to evaluate your pet and let you know, is it an emergency or can it wait till morning?
I have 3 cats. What are the most common issues, emergency issues with cats?
So cats get a lot of urinary issues. So especially male cats, they can get what's called urinary obstruction, where they cannot pee, and that can be a life-threatening emergency. And usually that is caused by things like crystals, stones, or UTIs, so infections. So sometimes they need things like laxatives and lubricants and things like that to help them pass those.
My cat Biggie, Danny Phantom, Lolo, they can't tell me if they're having bladder pain or, like, what should I look for and be concerned
about? You should be looking for frequent trips to the litter box, anything that they're vocalizing or making noises that they wouldn't normally make in the litter box, or urinating or defecating outside the litter box. When they go around the house and that's not normal for them, that's a red flag. Because you're absolutely right, cats are very stoic, and they will not tell you that they're sick until they're probably really sick.
And they like to go away and hide when they don't feel well.
Right, so that's another thing. It is sometimes hard to tell when a cat is being lethargic because they're cats.
They're cats.
They sleep all the time. But as an owner, you probably know, like, hey, I haven't seen Danny Phantom in a while. If he's not coming out, being his normal self, not wanting to eat, not wanting to be a pet, those would be red flags to look out for.
When a pet is facing a health crisis, the owner may be nervous, may panic. What should we do ahead of time to make sure if there is an emergency, we're ready?
So I do think that you should have a savings plan for your pet, because even at a place like Eve, it can get expensive if they have to have a surgery or something like that. Pet insurance, I highly recommend it, even if you have a pretty healthy pet, because it only takes one surgery for that insurance to be worth it. You have that to fall back on in those emergency situations where you might not have the money right that second. So in those emergencies, if you need to, EVE Pet Hospital. You'll find us on Google. We've got TikTok, we've got an Instagram. You'll find our phone number attached to any Google search that you do.
Thank you so much, Dr. Robinson.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Eve Pet Hospital.